All right, what's going on, y'all? It's been a long time. All right, it's been a month, to be honest. It's been a month and like 5 days, maybe, since the last time I uploaded. And that video was the RC maintenance video when I was changing the shocks on my shit. Now, since then, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. Ever since that last video with me changing the shocks, that shit has been broken ever since. Like, it went from the shocks to some other shit breaking, right? We fixed that. And then the most recent problem was the actual gearing on the inside was getting eaten, and we had to change 2 different like gears because they were just getting eaten that bad, and it was metal on plastic, most of the gears, so that's gonna wear out even faster. So now this thing has a bit of an upgrade, right? Now it's working for now, and it's all right. But now with the new gear, like I said, it's a bit of an upgrade because it's 2 teeth more with the new gear. It could have been 1 tooth less, which would have caused me to lose a little bit of speed but gain a little bit more run time. But I went with the 2 teeth more, where that gives me a little more speed, but it dies faster now, you feel me? Because it's going faster now. However, ladies and gentlemen, this is like September 5th, and we're about to be in a fucking heat wave. This is the first day of the heat wave, matter of fact, actually. So as of right now on, I can't even upload any RC shit if I wanted to. And that shit sucks, because I was just out ripping it yesterday, right after we, got done fixing everything to really finalize shit and make sure it was actually gonna work. And it was working, and I should have recorded that shit. And that's a little off topic, it's a little on topic, but that's not my current RC car, you feel me? That's not gonna be the topic of this video. The topic of this video is gonna be more so on how I got into the whole RC shit, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, I didn't even think about this until now, but I guess we'll bring it back to the very, very beginning when I first even saw an RC car. And that was actually probably when I was, less than 10 years old, for sure. Because when I was a kid, when I was a little kid, my dad had an RC car, and that shit was gas. He actually had a gas-powered RC car, you feel me? A nitro one. A truck, like, during the time that I was alive, you know what I'm saying? But it was when I was a kid, and I remember I used to go and pick it up for him when he would like topple it over in the backyard. I used to flip it back over for him, and I used to be scared of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it was so loud, and just the tires were fucking spinning when it was upside down on the ground like that, you know what I'm saying? And that shit, I used to be scared of those, for real. So that was, I always thought it was interesting because I was always out with him while he was driving that shit. So I guess that was really, the first time I even saw an RC car. But like back in the day, I didn't know that's what that shit was. I hadn't really no idea what that shit was. I just saw it as a mini normal car. I didn't know, you know what I mean? I just didn't know fully because I was a kid. But after that, you know what I'm saying? My dad stopped using it, you know what I'm saying? And that shit really did just become a memory, after a certain point. And then I got into RC cars myself, I want to say. But I got into RC cars, and I got my first RC car probably when I was 12 or 13. I remember I got two. I had two that I would use primarily way back in the day, but I don't remember exactly when I got them or how far apart I got them or when I got one, if I got one before the other. Like, I don't remember that fine details. But back in the day, I had a fucking electric Stampede, the RC truck. It was a Stampede 4x4, and then I also had a buggy, a dune buggy. I don't remember the brand of that, but I used to rip those shits all the fucking time as a kid, bro. And both of those were like 30 plus, 40 plus miles an hour. The truck was for sure like 40 plus mile an hour. Bro, I thought that shit was flying back in the day, bro. Oh my God. And I remember, let me tell you guys, I used to have a trailer for my bike, bro. And I used to attach the trailer to my bike, and I used to put both RC cars in the trailer. And I would go down to the park and just rip those shits, bro. Bust them out of my little trailer and hook up the fucking batteries and just rip those shits. And then once they fucking die, throw them back in the trailer and ride off to where you gotta go to recharge them. Bro, that was fun. Those were the fun days, bro. Let me tell y'all, those were the fun days. And I did that shit with my gas RC as well, but you used to have to bring a lot more shit when you were running the gas one. You used to have to bring like screwdrivers in case you had to tune the son of a bitch. Maybe a little bit of extra tools. You had to bring gas with you, obviously. And then you had to bring the truck. The big ass, the big ass truck that already took up like half my trailer because it was like basically the same size as two of the smaller electric ones I had. So that shit required, and after running it though, it required a lot of maintenance though. And that's probably why it became unusable, because I would never do my maintenance on it, unfortunately. But yeah, like, those shits were fun. The electric shits, the small electric shits I had back in the day were so fun. And obviously that leads us to now, you know what I'm saying? I got the Typhoon 3S buggy, you know what I'm saying? And when I was at the RC shop, bro, let me tell you, they have a giant fucking trophy truck. A enormous fucking trophy truck. But it's gas. But it's actual gas. It's not nitro. It's not bullshit. It's actual gas. Because there's like a little 33cc fucking weed whacker motor in that bitch, bro. There's like a little lawnmower engine in that fucking truck, bro. But at least 1,000, bro. At least 1,000. It was 1,000 for the big ass monster truck that was electric. I'm telling you, it's at least 1,000 for the big ass gas trophy truck. At least 1,000. My gas is 1,200, but because those bitches, they'll in that shit's like 60 pounds, at least 70 pounds when I tried to pick it up from the bottom. Damn, if that shit fucking flies into you. I've had my buggy fly into me, and there's a video on my buggy flying into me. But if that big ass fucking trophy truck flies into you, bro, oh my God, you're fucked. Oh my God, you're fucked. I thought I was gonna be fucked when that small buggy ran into me, but no. It hurt, but I wasn't fucked. No, if that monster truck of an RC car runs into you, dog, all I'm saying is I hope you enjoyed being able to walk for that day, because after that shit plows into you, you're not walking for the rest of that day, homie. Now, let me tell you guys, I've had a lot of RC related shit. I've had RC drones. I've had one RC plane and one RC plane only because that bitch got swept away by the wind. I chose to fly it on a very windy day, which was an L on my part. But after that, I was like, nah, I can't be doing that. There's too many things to factor in when you bust out the styrofoam RC plane. Like, is it too windy? Is it gonna get, swept away by the wind like how mine did? And it's like, I'm not gonna buy another one just to worry about shit like that when I want to fly it. And I've had, like I said, or maybe I didn't say, no, my dad had a gas one. At some point I also had a gas one. It was a Traxxas T-Max, and like I said, they require a lot of maintenance after you run them, and like it's just constant like messing with it, to be honest, because you have to tune it a certain way, like based off of weather and shit and fucking everything, even altitude. It's like, bro, I just want to fucking drive my RC car. And I gotta be honest with y'all, I didn't give a fuck about it. Like, I just wanted to fucking use it. I didn't care about it enough to have to want to maintain it after and all that extra shit. I just wanted to use it. And let me tell you guys right now, I would go for electric all day, every day, unless it's actual gas. Like, if it's actual gas, whatever, just make sure the air filter's clean, change the fucking oil every now and then, you're good, right? But with the nitro shit, it's like, oh my God. The fucking gas might gel up if you let it stay after a certain while. And, bro, come on, bro. The gas might gel up if you let it sit for too long. All this other shit, it's like, bro, why? Like I said, like, I swear, and there's nothing wrong with them. It's just you got to maintain them. But those are for the people who love that type of shit, who can take that shit apart, put that bitch back together within the same hour. Like, you know what I mean? You got to know a little bit of your shit if you're going to just dive into gas, because you're going to need to take it apart from now and then a lot. And that was all when I was younger. I probably got the gas powered one when I was 13, 14. So a year or two after I got the electric ones, maybe. And that's a very, very strong maybe. Because now that I'm saying that out loud, it doesn't even sound right. I probably got the electric ones when I was 9 or 10 then. But, or maybe even earlier, I don't know. But what I do know is, now that I'm older, and now that I understand this shit just a tad more than I did when I was a kid, it's like, now I'm the one's taking my electric shit apart. Now I'm the one looking to see what the problem is, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, nowadays it feels good, because when the shit breaks, or when there's the most minor problem ever, my first reaction is not, oh shit, let's take it to the place so they can fix it. It's like, fuck no. That's how you spend a little bit more money than what you want. Now it's like, all right, let's take it to the place to get the right fucking part that I need to fix that shit with. And it just feels good now to do a little bit of your own shit. I went from a little kid just genuinely ripping the RC around to the same kid still ripping the RC around, just obviously a little bit older, which sucks, but I have a little bit more knowledge now. So when my shit breaks, now it's low-key less of a hassle. It's still annoying as fuck, don't get me wrong. When your shit breaks, you gotta take the whole thing apart. But now it's like a little less of a hassle, because it's not somewhere else. you're not waiting days before they even get to your truck because they have all these other trucks to worry about. You're doing that shit yourself. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I prefer gas, or why I prefer electric than gas. Electric is fucking less maintenance, okay? Like, once you take it apart, I don't know, just make sure the gears have enough grease in them, and that's about all the maintenance you got to do with the electric ones. Now, I would say that just about wraps it up, guys. You know what I mean? My dad had a fucking RC car. I got into RC. My uncle, actually, when I was in the process of getting my gas RC car, my uncle had a gas RC car as well himself. So I would be up there a lot where he lives, I won't obviously say where, but he lives a little further up from me, and I'd be up in there and I'd be hanging out with him with his gas car, you know, and then eventually I would get mine and we would drive our shits together. And before I even got my gas car, everybody was telling me, like, yo, don't get one of those shits. Like, you'll regret it because there's so much maintenance, there's so much hassle. Like, you'll end up just wanting to get rid of it or just letting that shit sit. And me being a little young at the time, I was like, nah, like, I've had electric this whole time. I want to finally move on to gas. Like, I want something else, is what my whole thing was. I want something else than what I've been using. And that's what I got for a little bit, until that shit really did just rack up. All the maintenance on it, it did just all pile up, and I didn't do any of it, and it did just sit, you know what I mean? And I did low-key just want to get rid of it at one point because I couldn't even use that shit. Like, that shit brought more frustration than fun. You know what I mean? But fuck, it's like, it's my fault because that's what people were trying to warn me about. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just under 20 minutes. And you feel me? I'm just gonna keep repeating myself if I even continue to record for like a second more. So, I think that pretty much concludes the video, ladies and gentlemen. RC cars are fun. RC cars are fun as fuck. Stick to electric. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next motherfucking video. Peace.